All right, so Pastor Appreciation Day. Merlin, we thank you for what you do for us as a church. You're really the embodiment of what I believe a biblical pastor is and does. I appreciate your testimony and your faithfulness to His Word and your faithfulness to the calling that God has on your life. It's a good thing for us as a church.
Well, I would just like to say that I am very thankful for Pastor Merlin and what he means to the church here and what he means to myself personally.
Jesus said, God has sent me and now I'm sending you, and that you take that to heart. Appreciate that as well.
I think what I appreciate about our Pastor Merlin is that he loves his wife and his family so much.
You're doing a great job as far as pastoring our church. Appreciate that. You give of your time unselfishly, and you have such a compassionate heart that you care about everybody and everyone's situation.
I was reminded of the verse in 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 11. Therefore encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. I thought of you, Pastor Merlin, that you do build each of us up as you preach and as you encourage people and as you talk to people.
I remember when we first came here 3 years ago, emailing back and forth, and your encouragement to us as a couple and as a family, and the blessing that this church has been to us. So thank you for that. Thankful for your faithfulness in your marriage and with your children. It's a beautiful testimony of what our home should look like.
I want to say thank you, Heidi, for, lending him to our congregation, but you're also heavily involved in counseling and everything else. I appreciate that, and I appreciate your children. They are understanding from what I can tell.
Two real quick things I'd like to say that really speak to me about the person that he is his dedication to just being faithful to God's Word. Every Sunday, I know when he's preaching, he's going to just dig deep into God's Word and relate that truth to us. I really appreciate that. I know that he values God's Word very highly.
I appreciate Merlin's passion for the scriptures and how that comes out into how he preaches and how he just opens up the Word in different ways and brings understanding to different things that I don't understand.
God bless you, and I want to continue to support you for what you do, and also your heart for missions as well is very much appreciated.
It shows us how to care for one another, that he's unafraid. He's unafraid to teach the truth, and he's unafraid of tears.
And probably my favorite thing about you, Merlin, is your need for Kleenex. I really appreciate that you're real, that you're not some fella who doesn't have emotions or cry or those things, so I appreciate that.
And the other thing, just personally, I very much appreciate his availability. I know that if something's going on in my life, and I can give him a call or shoot him a text, and we'll usually meet up for breakfast sometime that week.
And just thank you that you are a normal, everyday guy who is following the Lord. Thank you for your commitment to the Lord, and our prayer as a church is that God would protect you as a family, protect you as a man of God, and that God would continue to grow your ministry. Thank you, and we appreciate what you do for us as a church.
Thank you, Merlin.
Thank you, Merlin.
Thanks, Merlin.
Thank you, Merlin.
Thank you, Merlin.
Thank you, Merlin, for being our pastor.